Hello, everybody. Welcome to Chocolate Hazelnut Podcast. I'm Chocolate,
I'm Hazelnut.
and this is our show. Today we have an interesting topic. Do you want to elaborate on it?
Nope.
All right, let's jump right into it.
Okay, y'all. Let me tell you what just happened to me. Okay, y'all. So, after I go get my food, I go get my kids' food, right? They want pizza. So, I come out, it's like 2 pieces in my hand. I got like 2 liters of soda. Well, 2 liters of soda. My keys, napkins, all of that stuff. So, you can see my hands are full. But I was going to open the door for myself. The young gentleman who was with, I'm taking that was his girlfriend, he opens the door for me. So, I thank him. I walk to my truck. As I'm going to my truck, I hear this woman yelling at the top of her voice. I'm putting a pizza in my truck, and now it's a screaming match. It looks like they didn't even get their food, okay? Y'all, I'm going to quote what this young lady said. She said, "That's what the problem is. You too MF friendly." Okay?
I'm extremely confused. You're confused. I'm fucking confused, bro.
What does that point to when she says she's too MF friendly? I mean, yes, she's an attractive, brown skinned woman.
What the hell are you talking about? Who are you talking to? What the hell does this have to do with anything? Tell me what's happening!
You know,
I mean, she not the problem. The said girlfriend is the problem.
why would do you think the girlfriend is just being insecure? You think she may have legit reasons underneath?
It could be both.
For just
However,
opening the door though.
for me, simply opening the door in itself is not a problem but for some females, and I feel like, I don't know if this is like a really American society thing, like, but women complain about chivalry being dead all the time. However, when men are doing the quote unquote chivalrous thing, opening doors, pulling out chairs, those simple acts in themselves, they feel like, oh, you're only supposed to do that for me, not other women. And so they get insecure about it, because now it's like, well, I'm not special anymore because you're doing that for any random person.
Why are you so insecure?
And so they do get legit mad. Like, and I know you've experienced like opening the door for a woman or a female, and she doesn't say thank you because she doesn't want it to seem like she's flirting back with you, because that's the way she took it.
So you said an interesting thing, flirting back with you.
Right, because
Because
she took it as such.
yeah. So when I go out, if I see anybody, I'm gonna hold the door, old, young, ugly, fat, skinny. It don't matter. If I see a man or woman coming and they're behind me, I'm gonna hold the door just because that's how I'm raised. Mostly women. Sometimes for the man, I was like, all right, here you go, bro. But for a woman, especially if she have children or she have her hands full, by the way that I'm raised by my mother and father and all those that are involved in my life, I'm taught to be a gentleman, hold that door. You don't let that door slam in her face. And then I'm also taught that they should say reciprocate with at least a thank you, a head nod, some type of form of acknowledgement. And it's sad that we're in a day and time where I'm holding the door has to be conceived as me flirting, and a woman saying thank you is considered flirting back.
Right.
And I get you can flirt with a simple thank you, but
So with that being said, though, and that might be the standpoint where the said girlfriend in this video is coming from. So the act of him opening the door, if that's the way that she interprets that, as like him trying to flirt with her, even though her hands were clearly full, she said thank you, went about her day. She could have seen that entire exchange as a flirty exchange, and especially if it was in front of her face, now it's a complete blatant act of disrespect, right? Henceforth, now she's angry and she's arguing. However, if you're mad about the situation or not, I personally don't think that it warrants her yelling at the top of her lungs in the parking lot, to have a full blown argument over him holding the door. That's me personally.
well,
But
I think it's just sad. But let's get back to this video.
yeah.
I'm still ignoring it, whatever. I can hear it, but it's not my business. And he said, "Are you really tripping right now? For real? Why do you do this kind of stuff?" And she said, "That's your MF problem. You so friendly to these bees."
Wait a minute, nigga. Who you calling a hoe? I ain't no hoe.
Y'all, I didn't know how to process that, but I got in the car and turned my music on. But as I'm looking at them get in their car, like, he's overwhelmed with that. And I don't know what their history is, but I wouldn't trip about my man. I don't know what it is. I wouldn't trip about him simply opening the door for a lady who has a lot of things in her hand. I love my physical man. I love the fact that he'll stop what he's doing to help a woman if she's in need. I love that. I don't know if that's an insecurity. I don't know if it's something that they had in the past. I don't know. What y'all think? Tell me in the comments.
So, what do you think? Do you like for your man?
So hold on, I wanna address a couple things that she said.
Okay.
She said, "That's your MFing problem, right? And you always do this with these females." And he was like, "You always tripping like this." So obviously this isn't the first time they've had this sort of argument. And like this lady who's recalling the story says, she doesn't know, and we don't know if it's a history thing. Maybe he has a history of cheating, and so now she's highly insecure about everything that he does when it comes to other females. And if that's the case, y'all shouldn't be together. If you cannot trust him, and if you're that triggered by a simple act of opening the door, you need to be by yourself. You need to find healing, and you need to find a different man, because nothing is ever going to be okay if you're triggered to that extent that quickly over, like, to the rest of us looking out, or from the outside looking in, by a simple act. The other thing is, if it isn't a history of cheating, and even if it was, and he's trying to like overcome it, maybe it's a one-time thing, maybe he got caught flirting with the girl in DMs or something like that. Even so, like, if he is actively working to like prove to her that, you know, that he's changed, and, you know, the incident won't happen again, because, you know, some such situations can be overcome. It does take a lot of work, and if they're in like the fresh outcroppings of it, then he's just going to have to endure. But if this has been something that has been ongoing for a long period of time, you need to cut your losses and just move on, because obviously you have no peace, and you're never going to have peace just being who you are. My 2 cents.
So you mentioned that maybe he's trying to redeem himself.
Yes.
When your eyes was up. Oh.
I'm up.
So you mentioned that he's maybe trying to redeem himself from a past mistake.
Okay.
But my thing is, if she doesn't believe him, she needs to walk away.
Agreed.
And if she feels that he's cheating like that, what if it's not him that's cheating? What if it's her? She's just passing her insecurities onto him, reflecting onto him what she's doing.
Okay.
Because she's out here being too friendly to these hoes, you know?
Right. So, I mean, that's the other thing. And again, if it's like the insecurity that she's passing off or whatever, like, either way, because like, let's say he didn't cheat and he's just like living his life and she's still that triggered. If you are having to deal with all of that, like, simply from a simple act, you don't have peace at home. Yeah. You know, you can't be out in the world all day dealing with all of the stress that is called life, and then come home and you're dealing with even more than what you've dealt with all day.
I just want peace.
You know what I mean? So either way, it's not a healthy situation for either of them.
What if this is just like a control mechanism she uses?
That could be it too. Like, we don't really know all of the details of it. So, I mean, we can only speculate. Yeah. But at the end of the day, the reaction to the actions that he did, which seemed on all accounts innocent enough, really does not warrant the response that she gave, in my opinion. So regardless of the reason, at the end of the day, that was not a healthy response in my personal opinion.
And I would like to say that women like this are the reason that chivalry is dead, why guys are reluctant to hold the door. And because if she reacts like that to her man, imagine how she reacts to a stranger who holds the door and just may say have a good day or something. She might take it and blow it way out of proportion.
Who knows?
But
let us know what you think in the comments. Do you agree, disagree? Would you get upset at your man for I know I'm so country with that. I don't know.
Let's try that again. Would you get upset with your man?
Would you get upset with your man?
With your man? You so strong, you big handsome man. You.
So strong. Okay. Anywho, would you get upset with your man if he opened the door for another lady who had her hands full? Let us know what you think. As always, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share our video with everybody that you think would benefit from it. And we'll see you on another episode.
Catch you on the flip side, my brother. Have